Welcome to the Beyond Bound Coach and AD Professional Development Series, a weekly online professional development for athletic administrators and coaches. Join us as 6 former ADs now employed by Bound and with over 100 years of combined experience discuss topics important and beneficial to ADs and coaches. Join us on this journey of professional growth. We're here to help you take your coaching and athletic administration to the next level and beyond. Hello, everyone. Thanks for stopping in on Beyond Bound this week, and we're happy to join you again for session number 2, professional development that we're doing here by ADs, which are us, previous ADs, for coaches and ADs. So we're just here to share a little information with you. My name's Todd Gordon, and I have been a Bound director for 2 years now. I retired a couple years ago. And I was in education for 37 years, and 19 of those as an athletic and activities director. My coaching, I spent roughly 28 of those 37 years in coaching in some capacity. I guess 29 it was, but 76 different seasons that I coached amongst the sports, from middle school on up to varsity. So just a variety of things that I did throughout the years. One of the things that I enjoyed the most through that was the year I spent as the president of the Iowa High School Athletic Director Association in 2018, 2019. So that's just a little bit about me, but we're not here about me. We're here to give you something quick and get on with your day. What I want to do is just talk about a writing that I did a while back called The Conundrum, and just share a few thoughts with you on that. And then we'll have a little discussion around that. So a conundrum is defined as something that is confusing and is a difficult problem or question. So anytime that I write or I come across a word, I seem to look up the definition. I want the actual definition of the word. So this is what a conundrum is. And the conundrum that we have as ADs and coaches is that we are servant leaders. And if we are doing this job the way it's designed to be done, we are serving others. And so that's where the conundrum comes in. How do you serve others all the time, but yet how do you take care of yourself? And one of the things that I discovered probably the last 4, 5, 6 years of my career was that I became more intentional in the area of trying to do things for myself. And that wasn't to be selfish. It was just because I had to take care of myself better so I could take care of the people that I was hired to take care of, our athletes, our coaches, our directors, and our people in general. So that's the struggle, and that's the conundrum that we face. Is that we don't forget about leading ourselves. The most important person you lead every day is yourself. And if you are not leading yourself, there's no way you can lead others in a positive direction either. So how do we go about doing that? I just have 3 short points I want to share with you. Number 1 is you take time for yourself, is that you actually set some time in your day. For me, it was early morning, and it did require that I had to get up a little bit earlier. Now, I realize that some of you have children still at home, and that presents a whole nother challenge. But I don't know what your time looks like, but my encouragement is that you take some time for yourself, that you spend some time on yourself physically, you spend some time on yourself mentally, whether that's reading something every day, that you have a habit of reading every day. I read and I write every day, and I have almost a little journal that I use. It's just something that was therapeutic for me and something that I've continued. And then, so that helps you emotionally, spiritually, that you are just taking time to keep yourself grounded and take care of yourself. But it's going to take time. And it's going to take you finding the time that works for you and getting it done. Secondly, I think the thing that you have to become aware of and do is that you have to talk yourself up. You have to talk positively to yourself. We are designed by nature, by human nature, to think negatively. It's just the way it is in a fallen world, that it's negative. And so we have to counter that by really being intentional about talking to ourselves positively. And again, that becomes on what we read, what comes into our mind, what we consume on social media, on TV, whatever the case might be. And I just think that we've got to do a good job of putting positive things into our head, and that way we can talk more positively to ourselves. Thirdly, I think you just have to believe. You have to believe that it's worthwhile for you to take time on yourself. You have to believe that it's worthwhile to talk positively to yourself. And you got to believe in what you do. You have to believe every day that you are the right person in the right place at the right time. And with those three things, if you believe those three things, that's going to help you go attack your day. A good friend of mine, Mitch Osborne, a Hall of Fame coach and athletic director here in Iowa, always said, make the big time where you are. And it doesn't matter. You can't always be seeking the next thing. Just believe that you're in the right place today, and you're the right person to be in that place, and that place needs you. And you need to believe that, and you need to believe that it's worthwhile for you to take time to take care of yourself. So continue to lead yourself as well, and you'll be able to lead others in a more positive way. So let's just wrap ourselves around that a little bit, guys, and offer up a thought or two as we wrap this up today. Aaron, you want to offer something first? We'll just kind of go through the room here.
Sure thing. Got several things written down. I think the thing I'll pick up on is man, I love the second one, the talking to yourself, not listening to yourself concept. But it's also important, I guess I'd add, that we do this as ADs or coaches, so that we're modeling it for those we're leading. On that, when I was doing our student leadership work at Kennedy, when I was AD there, in year one of the student leadership module I did, the whole first semester, which was 8 sessions with the kids, was designed around leading yourself first. How do you respond to adversity? How do you respond to things not going right? How do you respond to the pressure of events or things like that? And because I told the kids, you can't lead others until you can lead yourself first, until you find a way to become the best version, or be in a pathway to develop the best version of yourself. You can't help other people do the same thing. How's that statement go? You can't give away to others what you yourself don't possess. If you're not taking time to build yourself, grow yourself, rest yourself, so that you can be at your best for others, why would other people ever, who you're trying to lead, who you're trying to serve, ever see that and then try to model that in their own lives as well? So it's important you do it, one, for your own personal health and growth, but it's also important because we're leaders and people pay attention and see us model that so that they do the same thing in their lives. So that'd be my add-on. Great job, Todd.
Model. Yeah, good job. How about South Dakota? Let's go to South Dakota, Joey.
Thanks, Todd. Great topic. I love this topic because we all need to be able to, like Aaron said, model this. And to point number one, taking time for yourself, the first thing you have to do is give yourself permission to take care of yourself. Because as athletic administrators, when we're not there, when we're not in the building or present for our coaches and our athletes, we feel guilty. If I had to go to the bank to make a stop at the bank for myself during the school day, taking 15 minutes, I felt bad. If somebody sees me, oh my God, what are they going to think?
Yeah.
You can't feel like that. You have to give yourself permission to take care of yourself so that you can take care of others.
Love that word. I love that word, permission. That's great. How about we stay in the northwest part of Iowa, Mark Gunderson?
Yeah, you bet. Boy, this is good stuff, Todd. I think I could talk a long time on all these, but I'm going to maybe hit the first one and the third one very quickly. Taking time for yourself has been an important thing for me. Started decades ago, just getting up way early and going out and jogging, running. When I first started, I'd have earbuds in my ear or some sort of transistor radio way back in the day. But anyway, it didn't take long, and I dumped that. I'd take my dog with me. I dumped that and just wanted the peace and quiet of being out on the road at 5 a.m. and nobody else is out there. And sometimes don't run, just stop and walk and listen to the silence, gather your thoughts for the day, pray, whatever. Not my thoughts of, oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. Just clear your head and be ready for the day. So when you step in the building to lead those people, that you believe in yourself and you build that up while you're out there in your quiet time. So then I'm going to go to that third one, believing. I kind of always had a little thought in my head every day, walking into the building. Who can I impact today? Who can I impact today? And sometimes, my role was assistant principal as well. And often it was more in that role than in the athletic director role. But you might think of some kid that you're going to go and sit by at lunch or visit with at lunch or stop them in the hallway or find a coach or activity sponsor you haven't visited with for a while and just take 2 minutes with them, and maybe no special agenda, just spend time with them.
Yeah. Great thought. I just, divine moments that are not planned, that we got to step into those moments. Great shot, or great thoughts there, Mark. Scott, wrap us up down there in Newton.
Yeah. So I would readily admit this is something I'm not very good at. But I've been lucky enough to have Todd and Aaron help me through this, and really have helped me through this. And the one thing I think back to is just that intentional time creates purpose. And how many times do I think about all the different things that I have to do in my role as an AD, but making sure that the values that I want to live by, and I'll go back to what Aaron said and to what Mark said and Joey and Todd, it's that belief, talking positive to yourself and how important that is. But at the end of the day, one thing I've learned from Todd is just that moments mean so much. And how many times do we let them go by and we don't cherish and we don't treasure those moments? And then we think about them years later and we're like, gosh, I really wish I would have been more present in that moment. I wish I really would have taken that time. And how it's important for me has been being intentional about that time. And I had somebody ask me this question, and I'll never forget it. They go, how are you intentional with your time? And I was like, duh. I looked like a moron because I'd never thought about it before. But as I thought about it, and as I go back and I really try to do this every single day, as I want my day planned as much as possible. So, Mark, as you said, you go out for the run. I got to schedule my morning workout. That's really important to me now because I think that kind of centers me for the day. So this is a great topic, Todd. I love it. Thank you for bringing this forward. I think it's so important for our ADs to really live by these three things.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Again, I just thank you to our directors here, Scott, Aaron, Joey, Mark, and Brian couldn't be with us today. He's actually on a call, but appreciate you guys and what we do together every day. And thank you to the ADs, coaches that have tuned in to watch this for a little bit. If we can be a resource to you, just let us know in any way, bound or not, whatever you need. You can find this information at blog.gobound.com. That's where information lives. Beyond this little snippet of professional development, a lot of information on there to help you in your everyday work. So thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Have a great week. Wherever you're at on your journey, keep pushing forward, keep impacting lives.